Are you still adding your leads into your CRM application manually? Then this automation is just for you. So hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we're going to learn how to create or update GoHighLevel contact on Elementor form submission. So I'm a manager of a customer relationship department in a company, and we have created a form with the help of Elementor, with the help of which we are collecting our leads data. So here what I want is that as soon as a new form submission is going to be done by the potential customers and clients and a lead is generated with the help of Elementor, I want to add that lead, I want to create that lead as a contact in my GoHighLevel account. Now creating this contact manually is very time consuming. So what I did was I simply automated this entire process with the help of Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation and integration software. And in this automation, we are going to create a connection between Elementor and GoHighLevel with the help of it. So if you also want to learn about this amazing automation, then let me take you all to my screen.
Welcome to my screen. In this video, we're going to learn how to create or update GoHighLevel contact on Elementor form submission. So as a manager of a customer relationships department at a company, I use Elementor to collect leads through forms that is attached on our website. For managing these leads, I rely on GoHighLevel, a CRM that organizes and tracks our customer interactions, helping us stay on top of follow-ups and build strong client relationships. The challenge, however, is manually transferring each lead from Elementor into GoHighLevel, which takes a lot of time and opens up a lot of risk for missing leads or entering incorrect data. To solve this, I've set up an automation that automatically creates and updates contact in GoHighLevel whenever a new form submission is going to be done with the help of Elementor. This integration ensures that each and every lead is captured in real time and saving us time and reducing the risk of data errors. And we're going to be creating this amazing automation between Elementor and GoHighLevel with the help of Pabbly Connect. So on the screen, you can see the website of Pabbly Connect, that is pabbly.com/connect. After browsing this website, we need to sign into our Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. So as I'm an existing user, I'm going to sign into my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the all Pabbly apps in front of you, in which you can see all the applications of Pabbly, from which we are going to select Pabbly Connect by clicking on this Access Now button. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. In order to start an automation process in Pabbly Connect, we need to create a workflow. For that, click on this top right corner button right over here that says Create Workflow. A dialog box is then going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the workflow name and for us to select a folder. So for the name of my workflow, I'm going to give it as Create or Update GoHighLevel Contact on Elementor Form Submission. So this is the name that I want to give, okay? After that, it is asking for us to select a folder. So on the left side of my screen, you can see I've created folders in my Pabbly Connect account. So these are the folders from which I'm going to select a specific folder in which I want to save this workflow in. For that, click on this drop down. So these are the folders from which I've created a folder in the name of Elementor Automations, under which I've created a subfolder in the name of New Form Submission. I'm going to select that subfolder right over here, okay? After giving the name to the workflow and selecting the folder, I'm going to click on this Create button in order to create a workflow. A workflow is created in the name of Create or Update GoHighLevel Contact on Elementor Form Submissions, and there are two windows in front of you. One says Trigger, other says Action. So what is Trigger and Action? Trigger and action are the two most important steps of our automation process because our process depends on these two principles. Over here, trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means what is action? Action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We're going to set up our trigger step first. And for the trigger application, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as Elementor. Elementor is a powerful website builder for WordPress that lets user create professional looking websites without needing of any programming or coding skills. It provides a drag and drop interface so you can easily design web pages by placing different elements like text box, images and buttons exactly where you want them. And with the help of Elementor, I have created a form with the help of which I am collecting my leads data. I want that as soon as the form submission is going to be done with the help of the form that I've created using Elementor, automatically and instantly Pabbly Connect should capture the response of the form submission being done. That is why for the trigger application, I'm going to select it as Elementor, and for the trigger event, I'm going to select it as new form submission. Okay. After selecting the trigger application and the event, you can see that Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. With the help of this unique webhook URL, we're going to create a connection between Elementor and Pabbly Connect by following the steps given here below in the help desk. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply simply copy this URL from here. After copying the URL, I'm going to open the form that I want to connect to Pabbly Connect. So this is the form that I've created, which I want to connect to Pabbly Connect, so that whenever a form submission is going to be done with the help of this form right over here, automatically and instantly Pabbly Connect should capture the response of that. This form is attached on my website that I've created of the business. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect this form to Pabbly Connect. For that, I'm going to click on this form field right over here. As I'm going to click on the form field, you can see on the left side of the panel, the form field option is going to appear in front of you. And from these given options, this option action after submit is given to you. Click on this button. Over here it says add action. We are going to add an action right over here. We're going to search for the action in the name of webbook. Click on it right over here. As you're going to select the action webbook from here, you can see an option webbook is then going to be provided to you. Click on this button right over here. As you're going to click on webbook, it is asking for the webbook URL. So for this URL field, I'm going to paste the webbook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us. After entering the webbook URL, what I'm going to do is I want to save these changes that I've created. For that, I'm going to click on this publish button on the top right corner right over here. Okay. As I've done that, you can see this webbook is now been successfully added to this form that I've created using Elementor. As now the changes are successfully saved, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my workflow and scroll down. You can see over here it is saying waiting for webbook response. So now what we're going to do is we're going to check whether Elementor is now connected to Pabbly Connect or not. And how we're going to do that? By doing the test form submission of the form that we have created using Elementor. And after doing the test submission, we're going to check whether Pabbly Connect captures the response of the test form submission being done or not. Okay. So now let us do the test form submission. So to do the test form submission, you can see the preview button is provided to us. I'm going to click on this button right over here. So this is the form that I've created using Elementor, and now I'm going to do the test form submission right over here. It is asking for the details. Firstly, it is asking for the first name. So for the first name over here, I'm going to write it as Smart. For the last name over here, I'm going to write it as person4. For the email over here, I'm going to write it as smartperson4@pabblytudes.com. After that, it is asking for the phone number. So for the phone number over here, I'm going to write in a dummy mobile number. Okay. After filling in all the required details, I'm going to click on the send button right over here to do the test submission. It says the submission was successful. As now the form submission has now been done successfully, I'm going to open my workflow and check whether Pabbly Connect has captured the response of the test submission being done or not. For that, I'm going to open my workflow and scroll down. Over here, I'm going to wait for a few seconds. After waiting for a few seconds, you can see right over here, Pabbly Connect has captured the response of the new form submission being done. Now let us tally the response. For the first name comes as Smart, last name as person4, email as smartperson4@pabblytudes.com with a dummy mobile number and the other details. So as we have received the response of the form submission being done, this means that Elementor has now been connected to Pabbly Connect and our trigger setup is done. Now whenever a new form submission is going to be done with the help of Elementor, automatically and instantly Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response of the form submission. Okay. After setting up our trigger step, we need to set up our action step. And as our objective is that whenever a new form submission is going to be done with the help of Elementor by one of the potential customers and clients, automatically I want to add that potential customer as a contact in my GoHighLevel account. So now what we're going to do is we're going to set up our action step according to that. And for the action application over here, I'm going to select my action application as Lead Connector V2. Lead Connector V2 is GoHighLevel. So what is GoHighLevel? GoHighLevel is a platform that is designed to help businesses manage and improve their customer relationships all in one place. It combines all tools of tracking leads, managing sales pipelines, and automating communication with customers, making it easier for businesses to stay organized and focus on growth. With GoHighLevel, users can store all the customers' data, track interactions, schedule follow-ups, and even automate tasks like sending messages or reminders. And what we're going to do is I want to create a contact of all the leads that are generated with the help of Elementor in my GoHighLevel so that I can keep a track of all my leads that are generated. Okay. So in order to do that, I've selected my action application as Lead Connector V2, that is GoHighLevel. And for the action event, I'm going to select it as create or update a contact, as I want to create or update the existing contact in my GoHighLevel account. Okay. After selecting the action application and the event, I'm going to click on this connect button right over here. A window is going to appear in front of you, on which click on add new connection, or else you can select the existing connection. After that, click on connect with Lead Connector V2. A window is then going to appear in front of you, on which I'm going to select the sub account in which I want to create the contact in. So I've created a sub account in the name of Pabbly Connect. I'm going to select that sub account right over here. Okay. As I've done that, you can see successfully authorized GoHighLevel with Pabbly Connect. After authorizing, it is asking for the details of the contact that we're going to create in our GoHighLevel account. So for the data, what we're going to do is of the contact that we're going to create, we are going to map the data. What is mapping? Mapping means inserting data from the previous step. So we're going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. And how mapping works is that as soon as I'm going to click on this field, you can see this is the previous step, that is Elementor new form submission. And as I'm going to click on this previous step, you can see this was the same response that was captured in our previous step. Firstly, it is asking for the first name of the contact that we want to create. I want to create a contact of the form submission, the leads form submission that is done through Elementor. So in my previous response, I have received the first name of the lead that was generated. So I'm going to select the data from my previous response for the first name. As I've selected the data from my previous response, the data is mapped. And as I map the data has now become dynamic. That means whenever a new form submission is going to be done in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. Next, it is asking for the last name. Similarly, for the last name, I'm going to map the data of the last name. After that, it is asking for the full name. As I've already entered the first name and the last name, I do not require this field, so I'm going to skip the part. For the email over here, I'm going to map the data of the email that I've received. For the phone number, I'm going to map the data of the phone number of my lead. After that, it is asking for the location ID and all the other details which I do not require, so I'm going to skip the part. Next, it is asking for the source. So for the source over here, I'm going to write it as Elementor form submission. So this is the source. I've written it right over here. Okay. After that, it is asking for all these other details which I do not require, so I'm going to skip the part. Okay. After that, over here, it is asking for the description. So for the description over here, I'm going to write it as, I've written it as new lead received. Okay. After that, I do not require them. I'm going to skip all the parts. And then I'm going to click on the save and send test request button right over here. As I've done that, we've received a response right over here, which is a positive response as we have received the contact ID. So now I'm going to open my GoHighLevel account and check whether a new contact has been created in my GoHighLevel account or not. For that, I'm going to open my GoHighLevel account. So this is the contacts page of my GoHighLevel account. I'm going to refresh this page from here. As I've refreshed the page, you can see right over here, new contact has been added in my GoHighLevel account. Let us tally the response of this contact. The first name of the contact is Smart. The last name is person4. The email is smartperson4@pabblytudes.com. With the dummy mobile number, you can see right over here, contact source as Elementor form submission. And in additional information, we have also received the description as new lead received. So as the contact has now been successfully created in my GoHighLevel account, this means that we have successfully created an automation between Elementor and GoHighLevel with the help of Pabbly Connect. But now for all of you guys, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do another form submission with the help of the form that I've created using Elementor. And after doing the test form submission, I'm going to check whether a new contact has been created in my GoHighLevel account or not. So let us do the test form submission again. It is asking for all these details. So I'm going to fill in the required details right over here. So I have filled in all the required details. First name as dummy, last name as person, email as dummyperson@pabblytudes.com with a dummy mobile number. After filling in all the required details, I'm going to click on the send button right over here. As I've done that, it says the submission was successful. As the test submission is done, I'm going to open my GoHighLevel account and I'm going to check whether a new contact in the name of dummy person has been created in my GoHighLevel account or not. For that, I'm going to open my GoHighLevel account. So this is the contacts page. I'm going to refresh this page from here. So as I have refreshed the page, you can see right over here, new contact has been added in my GoHighLevel account. I'm going to tally the response of the contact. The first name is dummy, last name is person, email is dummyperson@pabblytudes.com with a dummy mobile number. Contact source as Elementor form submission. If I'm going to scroll down for the additional information, you can see right over here the description is new lead received. As the contact has now been successfully created in my GoHighLevel, this means that we successfully created an automation between Elementor and GoHighLevel with the help of Pabbly Connect. So now to sum up till now what we have done, I am a manager at a customer relationship department in a company. And we have created a form with the help of Elementor, with the help of which we are collecting the leads data. I want that as soon as a new form submission is going to be done, many of the potential customers and clients with the help of Elementor, automatically that lead should be created as a contact in my GoHighLevel account. And for that, I've created this amazing automation between Elementor and GoHighLevel with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment down below if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video.
Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple other applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. If you have any questions, you can contact us on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can check the queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, then you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment on if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video.